I going to tell them? I wanted to. That night, I wanted to tell them everything. But we got a little distracted. Gods, I love them. It's so freeing to have finally told them these feelings I've held in my heart all these years. And for them to love me back. I can't even begin to describe that wondrous feeling. My darling knight, I need to tell them everything. No more avoiding it. I need to tell them about this magic. This magic that has been ever growing since we were children. I could hide it back then, that it didn't manifest nearly as often as it does now. But now, it's different. With everything happening in the kingdom, in my life, father dying, Tinarin taking the throne, mother shutting herself away, this mysterious sickness plaguing our people. It's starting to spiral out of control. The only semblance of peace I've felt since father died has been having my beloved in my arms. I hope they're well. I believe they're in the training grounds with the rest of the guard. I wouldn't wish to interrupt them, regardless of how badly I want to see them. As much as I wish to declare to the kingdom of my love for them, I cannot. We need time to convince Tinarin that such a match is beneficial. They're a newly appointed knight. They come from such a good family. Father wouldn't have hesitated to say yes. Our fathers were such good friends. I remember how crushed their father was when the king passed away. A friendship like that, it wounds you deeply to lose them.
Oh, my knight. Forgive me, you've caught me pacing the hall. It's wonderful to see you. I thought you were training with the other guards. You finished? Well, I'd be lying if I didn't admit that I'm glad for it. I was looking forward to the next moment we'd meet. Why was I pacing? Well, there's a lot on my mind, I suppose. Things I've been meaning to tell you, but unsure of how to do so. You want to take me out of the castle for a while? Back to the woods where we played as children? That sounds wonderful, darling. I do feel a little cooped up here. I haven't left the castle since Father died, and not since the sickness began to spread. Our clerics are still baffled as to the cause of this illness. They are working ever tirelessly to try to discover a cure. Tinarin is still ignoring the matter, and it's infuriating. I could use a trip out of the castle, and being alone with you is all the more reason to do so. Let me return to my chambers and change to something a little more comfortable for the journey. You may wish to shed all of that heavy armor off as well, if we'll be riding somewhere more private. I'll meet you down in the stable shortly, my darling. I love you. It's been ages since we were last here, hasn't it? We were 14 or so, maybe younger. Our duties began keeping us apart around then. If I had known that blossoming into early adulthood would have taken us apart more frequently, I would have protested a little stronger, But it's not all bad, I suppose. You began your night training, and I began my deeper studies and teachings. Being a princess and all of that, it was dreadfully boring. Tell me a story from your night training. I would love to hear how you single-handedly brought down a manticore with naught but your sword and shield. Word travels fast around the castle, you know. Ever so humble, darling. It was a brave and heroic deed, and you know it. You are allowed to brag to me about your accomplishments. I am so incredibly proud of you and the incredible person that you have become. I can truly and honestly say that it was the easiest thing in the world falling in love with you. In part, there are many things I think I should tell you. Things I've been keeping close to the chest for fear of being discovered and judged. But you deserve to know everything. Those things can wait. You have a surprise for me. A surprise? Whatever do you mean, darling? You mean to say that you have planned such an escape? Ever the prepared golden knight, my love. It's one of my favorite things about you. Now, what is this surprise that you've mentioned? You know I don't do other surprise. Oh, my darling. It's beautiful. A lovely little picnic all for me. You treat me so well, my knight. Oh, custard and jam. My favorite. But I'm fairly certain you knew that. Do you remember the spring solstice when we were young? We managed to swipe all of the kitchen supply of sweet custard and lullaberry jam, and we ate all of it in one sitting. We hid in the library and fell asleep under a barricade of books. I still think nobody guesses that it was us that did that. Can you believe it? But this is so lovely. I just want to enjoy this quiet little picnic with you, while this peace lasts. Delicious. I haven't been to this wood or this clearing in so long. I had almost forgotten what it looked like. But this is a very good reminder. Thinking about who we were then and who we are now. It's strange. All of the changes we've undergone. Speaking of strange and changes, I think it's time I told you the truth about something I've been hiding for a very long time. It started when we were young, and I've hidden it ever since. But lately it's been hard to keep it contained. My knight, I am...
Hand over any items of value, and no one gets hurt.
I highly suggest you lot continue along and rob no one no further, lest you suffer the consequences.
Shut your mouth and cough it up. Now!
I command you to leave us be.
Well, guess we need to take what you have off of what's left of you.
Love, don't! No, leave them alone. Don't hurt them, please. said stop! I can't believe I killed them. What? You want me to follow your brands? What was that, you ask? This, my knight. This is what I was trying to tell you. I'm cursed with the sorcerer's burden. Dangerous, unpredictable magic. Ever since my father died, it has threatened to destroy everything around me. I've barely managed to keep it under control, but I don't know how much longer I can contain it. It grows every day and I can feel it. Please, don't be afraid of me. Without you, I have nothing left. Please.